Maraming pamilyang Pilipino po ang nahihirapang mapakinabangan ng mga ari-ariang iniwan ng kanilang mga mahal sa buhay dahil sa estate tax. Sa kabila ng mga reforma, nanatili po itong pahirap para sa ilan, lalo na sa karaniwang mamamayan.
Kaya ngayong araw, tatalakayin natin ng isang panukalang batas na layong tuluyang alisin ang estate tax. Makakasama natin ngayon ang naghain ng panukalang ito si Congressman Nathaniel Oducado. Magandang araw po, Kong.
Good morning, Sir Joshua, and good morning, Ma'am Dayan. Merry Christmas sa mga watchers natin ng Rise and Shine Filipinas.
Merry Christmas din po, Kong Oducado. Alright, Kong, para po sa kaalaman ng ating mga manonood, ano po ba ang mga salient points po nitong House Bill 6563? At ano pong pangunahing layunin po nito, Kong?
Well, ang salient features niya, Ma'am Dayan, is tatanggalin na natin yung 6% na imposed by the Train and NIRC Section 84 na may 6% doon sa value ng property at the time that the deceased has died. So, mawawala na yan. At the same time, mawawala na yung certificate of payment doon sa estate tax for purposes of transfer and other purposes. Ang reason nito, Ma'am Dayan, is we've seen na napakalaking problema ng estate tax. Based on our research, meron pa nga mga families na since 1960s hindi pa nagbabayad ng estate tax. And it's around 1 million Filipinos are affected. Pero ang more important point for this legislation is napakaraming lupa na hindi nagagamit because of the burden of estate tax. So ang gusto natin, ma-free up yun, magamit ng mga families sa negosyo or pwede nilang mabenta, and it will actually create more income for the government in the form of other taxes, such as capital gains, real property tax, and even VAT.
Alright, Kong, linawin lang po natin, no? Kung sakasakali maipasa po itong House Bill 6563, sino-sino po yung direkta may kinabang dito?
Ang makakaapektuhan nito, Sir Joshua, ay sa mga ordinaryong Pilipino. Kasi if titignan mo talaga yung estate tax, napakalaki siya na burden, especially for ordinary families. And on my personal experience, no, nakita namin na, imagine, after namatay ang tatay ko, it took us a decade before we were able to finally pay ang estate tax because napakabigat niya dahil cash heavy ang requirement for estate tax.
Alright, kung sakasakaling maipasa po ang batas na ito, ano na po yung magiging proseso para po sa mga may pamilyang may naiwan ng ari-arian?
Well, we leave it up to the IRR, but ang mangyayari is normally wala nang sisingilin pa ang BAR. Hindi na i-hold yung mga properties nyo and diretso nyo nang matatransact itong properties nyo. Pwede mo nang apply ng business permit, pwede mo nang ibenta.
Ano naman yung magiging epekto nito, Kong, dun sa itong panukalang ito, dun sa mga kasalukuyan, no? Yung may mga current pending na estate tax cases?
Well, if this law passes, kasama sila doon sa makaka-benefit. Ang nangyayari kasi, Sir Joshua, ngayon is ang amnesty natin, napakaliit lang ng revenues. So, kung titignan natin, around 7 billion lang ang nakuha natin, or that's around less than 1% of the total tax collection natin. Ibig sabihin, kahit may amnesty na, burdensome pa rin for ordinary Filipinos to apply for the tax amnesty. And among the recurring comments na nakikita natin sa mga taxpayers is napakahirap pa rin mag-apply ng tax amnesty. So kung mapasa ito, hindi na nila kailangan magbayad ng estate tax, hindi na sila kailangan mag-apply ng amnesty.
Kung ano po ang kasalukuyang estado po nitong panukalang batas na ito?
Well, so far, Ma'am Dayan, I'm very happy with my colleagues sa Congress kasi nagsabay-sabay kami. Kami nila Congressman Salceda, Congressman Cute Del Mar, Congressman Alba, para mag-lobby for this piece of legislation. And we've already talked to the leadership in Congress. We're going to talk to the Committee on Ways and Means. And the next step namin is to look for a version sa Senate to really push for this amendment. Alam naman natin, napakamahal na ng lahat, no? And isa to sa mga bagay na we see will really benefit the Filipinos. If you really think about it kasi, ang estate tax ilang beses na natataksan ang property ng isang tao habang buhay siya. So we see estate tax as overly burdening to ordinary Filipinos. That's why we think there's a sense of urgency from other lawmakers as well.
Alright, Kong, linawin lang natin, so in detail, itong estate tax or itong ipapasa nating panukalan na wag nang magbayad ng estate tax, ang sakop po nito ay hindi lang basta properties, pati yung mga katulad ng mga bukirin, mga land properties, ibang land properties din po.
Yes, kasama po. As long as it is under the name of the deceased person.
Yun.
Oo, kasi ang minsan ang tingin natin kapag tinanggalan din ng tax, baka mabawasan ng income sa gobyerno.
Yun,
But
oo.
Kung Nat is saying na tama ba kung pag inalis itong estate tax, more taxes will pwedeng makolekta dahil magiging productive na itong mga ari-ari nito. Is that what you're saying also?
Tama, Ma'am Dayan. Contrary to popular belief, no, the reason why these properties are not being used is because hindi pa nababayaran ng families ang estate tax ng yumao nilang kamag-anak. And the reason why hindi nababayaran is because napakamahal siya. Now, if wala ng estate tax, they can easily transact or do business with the properties na naiwan kasi hindi na sila magbabayad ng napakalaking estate tax first before they can move the properties. Isa sa mga biggest example natin dyan is yung mga malaking areas, halimbawa sa Metro Manila, na hanggang ngayon under litigation because of tax issues. Now, if it's without the requirement ng estate tax, magagamit na for negosyo, magagamit na for development itong malalaking areas na to. Based on our small study, around 14,000 hectares of properties are currently frozen because of estate tax issues. And we see that as an asset because you will get more taxes if the property is actually earning.
Kung sakasakali maipasa nga itong panukalan na ito, meron ba tayong forecast kung nasa magkano ang inaasahan natin makokolekta o mapapakinabangang buwis?
Wala pa, pero it's going to be bigger than our less than 1% collection from the tax amnesty because once mawala ang estate tax, halimbawa, Sir Joshua, no, nagalaw mo na yung property, hindi ka na sisingilin ng gobyerno ng estate tax, pwede ka magnegosyo. So ano-anong taxes na makukuha mo? You get real property tax, you get business tax, you get VAT from the transactions there, and if you sell a portion of it, may capital gains tax ka, plus documentary stamp tax for transactions na ginagamitan ng property. Those things are going to be bigger than the 1% that we get from estate tax and tax amnesty in a total tax revenue collection of the government.
Mas mapapakinabangan nga yung mga properties.
For sure you did some consultations with other groups, siguro including business groups ba? Or ano po mo mga feedback nila dito? And also I'm wondering, contemplating, talagang totally aalisin po, not just decrease the percent ng estate tax.
Yes, Ma'am Dayan, we've consulted the business sector and surprisingly, marami ring pamilya sa business sector are actually affected, lalo na napakalaki pala ng land holdings nila and estate ng mga magulang nila. So napakalaki na kailangan ng bayaran. In fact, isang business na na-consult natin, sabi niya isa sa malaking issue niya is hindi magalaw yung pera ng asawa niya sa bangko because kailangan bayaran ng estate tax. So those things are what we're concerned of. Now, when it comes to our proposal of abolishing, yes, we don't want just a decrease, but we want the total abolition kasi we see it already as overburdening someone. Nung buhay ka, grabe yung taxes mo for the property. Now, na napatay ka, itatax ka pa ulit. Now, I think it's high time for us to rethink about our tax system. We focus more on the long-term effects rather than getting income outright. So ito yung nakita naming solusyon. By abolishing it, people are going to be more enticed to do transactions using their property.
Okay, sa nga naman matenga yung mga property, mapakinabangan na kasi nga kung hindi mabayaran yung estate tax, nakatenga lang yung mga ari-arian.
Well, siguro panghuli na lamang po, mensahe nyo na lamang po sa mga Pilipinong siguro matagal na rin pong nahihirapan dahil po dito sa mga estate tax na ito, sir.
Yes po, sa ating mga kababayan na nanonood, please continue to follow this and we're doing this piece of legislation na nakita namin based on experience, napakalaking burden for the ordinary families. But more importantly, sana huwag kayong magtigil na mag-send sa amin ng comments ninyo, pati letters ninyo, so that we truly understand what's happening and what's needed for this country. We want to pass meaningful legislation and we want to ensure you that good people are doing their best to do good laws for this country. And yun lang, Ma'am Dayan and Sir Joshua. Good morning po sa ating lahat.
Alright, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras at pagbabahagi ng kaalaman, Congressman Nathaniel Oducado.
Salamat po.